my favorite mug, too. I love it. It's adorable. Very campy. All right. Welcome back to another episode of the Caffeinated Librarians, Mahopac Public Library's pop culture podcast. This series, we're doing a little goodbye thing for me, and we're dedicating it to Batman, because of course we are.
I didn't think you even liked Batman.
Well, joke's on you, because here we are. And we're kicking it off with The Batman, Matt Reeves' 2022 film with Robert Pattinson, Zoe Kravitz, Andy Serkis, the list goes on,
Colin
Paul
Farrell.
Dano. Yes. It's one of my favorites of the recent Batmans, and we're going to go in reverse chronological order, starting with a more recent pick and going from there. So
this will be a multimedia series.
Yes. Yeah, we're doing regular film, we're reading Hush, and then we're going to go back to the 90s for some of my favorites from childhood, including an animated movie.
A Mr. Freeze spectacular. Maybe.
Yes. Yes. Let's go.
I did. Apparently, they're considering Mr. Freeze for the second part of this.
Yeah?
I'd be interested to see.
I'm curious. I wonder if they'll do... Jerry Dugan has, like, this different take on him where it's so much more toxic. He's already kind of toxic, but it's very toxic and darker, and I think that would fit really well in this universe. But yeah.
I'm kind of curious how they would do Mr. Freeze, since they, like, this film was pretty much, like, more grounded in, like, reality, less camp, so to speak. So I'm curious how they would do a Mr. Freeze.
You can't... Well, I know most experience with Mr. Freeze is Arnold, which is very campy and very over the top. But you could imagine...
out.
Picture this, right? So we have this guy who is... accidentally genetically modified himself by falling into a vat of things that has altered his body, so he has to stay at a specific temperature.
Such is life.
Yep. So he can live in a suit like that. We have the technology to do that. Okay. But then instead of like a freeze ray, yes, he will have one. But what if he's shooting just like liquid nitrogen at people?
Oh, that'll do it.
Yeah. I would love.
That should be the suggestion for the next time the film comes.
I would love to see them dip into some of the more monstrous villains.
Yes.
I think a Matt Reeves take on Clayface could be.
Oh my
nuts.
God, that'd be so fun. Yeah.
But yeah, this movie takes place in the second year of Batman's career as the Batman, and this is a very noir influenced take on the story. Gotham City is a rotting sewer of corruption, and it looks like if Times Square was more commercialized.
Yeah.
A lot of rain, too.
Yeah.
My goodness, they'll never have a drought.
I did do research on the filming locations, and they filmed a lot of this in the UK. Lot of this in the UK. Some of it's in London, a lot of it's in Liverpool, and the like Times Square-esque area of Gotham that we see is actually Times Square being like CGI'd onto Liverpool.
I do know they used the volume a decent amount, which is Disney's crazy like LED thing. And usually when it's used in like Star Wars or Marvel things now, you're like, oh, that kind of looks like green screen. That's weird. Here it's used pretty seamlessly. It was Matt Reeves was just like, I want to be able to film at golden hour for more than 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And yeah.
It was
all
visually
those
striking,
scenes where they're meeting in the abandoned building project are shot on that.
So I'm sorry, so what's it called again?
The volume. So it's just like a big giant LED thing that you can use as a replacement for like green screen.
Yeah, so it's like it's projecting it instead of having the green screen there.
But you can do very cool stuff with artificial lighting and stuff like that.
Oh, that's really cool.
Why it's so beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that makes sense.
This was shot by Greg Fraser, who was also the DP on the Dune movies recently. And this uses a similar process where he shoots on digital, then prints it to film, and then converts it back to digital. So you still end up, you get all the freedom of shooting digitally, and you can do crazy stuff with lighting, but you still end up with like a really nice grain and texture to the image.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
It is a visually striking film. I saw this in theaters way too many times, and some of the stills from it I want like framed on my wall. Especially, like I was rewatching the end earlier, And there's that scene where he has the flare and there's the group of children following behind him. Stunning.
The bit after the car chase, which is amazing,
Oh my
I'm
God,
sure
yes.
we'll talk about, but when it's like shot from the Penguin's perspective.
Upside down.
Yeah, it's this
Yeah.
upside down shot of Batman coming out of flames and walking toward him as the score goes nuts.
Yeah.
That was a nice shot. I like
Yeah,
that.
that
Yeah.
shot
Yeah.
stands out. The shot right after Catwoman and Batman kiss, and then she's walking away,
Yeah.
and they're silhouetted, and the sky's in the background. That's really good. And I really like the scene where it goes all dark and they're shooting at him,
Yes.
and
yeah.
the light is only from the guns being shot. I like
Anything
that
in
a
the
lot.
club, anything in the Iceberg
You know-
Lounge is just.
Did it
Oh
take
my God.
anyone else out of it though when they're talking about
He
like
had a
when,
gripe about this.
when Selena is talking about it and he goes in the club?
Oh
I don't know, the fact
It
that
was
Batman
kinda-
says
yeah, it was
in
kinda-
the club, I'm like,
Club.
Yeah.
like I don't know,
I love
slow
that that
your
took
roll,
you out
slow
of
your
it.
roll, Batman. Like you can't. I'm just.
This is a surprisingly very funny movie. For
Oh yeah, it is. I do love it, and like I can nerd out about the score later, but it's I feel terrible because I'm probably gonna pronounce his last name wrong.
Michael Giacchino.
But okay, I wasn't going to say it wrong. Okay, Michael Giacchino is brilliant.
Yeah, he did
It's
Lost
Yeah.
and The Incredibles.
Beautiful.
A bunch of stuff. He's a great
Yeah.
composer.
It's just so because I had it playing while packing boxes, and I just it feels good, and it like gets you in the just like all of your feels.
And that's
I love
what
it.
a composer is supposed to do in a
Yeah.
movie. It's supposed to make you feel like the tension and the intensity, and I feel like it ticks all those boxes for sure.
It's really tough to do like a distinct Batman score too, because
It
I mean
is,
Danny
yeah.
Elfman kind of just
I
did
know.
it, and you know, so but god damn, this
Yeah.
one goes.
It does. I love the Batman theme. It's so good. It really is because it like pays homage to everything before it and does so well.
The Catwoman theme I thought was really
Yes.
beautiful.
Yeah,
Like,
it is. People have been using that as like wedding music. Which power to them.
Yeah.
Support it. It's so good. But yeah, there's one thing that did take me out of the movie. And I don't know if anyone else in this room watched Teen Wolf on MTV when
No.
they were
No.
younger. The twins. that
Oh,
work
they're
at
from
Ice
The
Cream
Leftovers.
Yeah, we know them
too.
from The Leftovers.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're in Teen Wolf as like these. They never have a shirt on, ever. And so the first time I saw the one, I was like, "Is Max's brother gonna be there too?" And then there they were, and I was like, "Okay, all right."
Yeah, in The
It
Leftovers,
was so funny.
they just play two dopey, well-meaning teenage twins. So
They're very dopey, and
I love them.
yeah,
They're
Yeah.
so
Teen Wolf. They're adorable, but I love he immediately just they're on the ground immediately. Didn't even have to try. But I love the Iceberg Lounge and 44 Below. I think it's really industrial and it fits Gotham City really well, and that's something I loved about the design of Gotham is yes, Gotham is like this love child between like Chicago and New York, but it feels distinctly itself, and it is a love letter to New York City as well.
This
I do love
movie
that.
has its cake and eats it too with Gotham. Because
Yeah.
it lets most of it be this industrial hellscape or like a Times Square to the max. But then Bruce just lives in like a gothic mansion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing looked like it needed to be dusted.
Yeah. Well, he's broody Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, like Dory ain't doing enough. over
He's if we're actually
Poor
following
Dory.
like if his second year as Batman, he's like 26. He's not dusting.
Yeah.
He does not care. He's doing what he wants, and I like that he's still messing up. And that's one of my favorite parts about his character is that he's not perfect.
Oh, when he
And-
wipes out in the
Oh my
wingsuit.
god, I
That was
screamed
funny.
in the
It's so
theaters.
funny.
It's so good and so funny
Yeah.
because he should be screwing up. He doesn't know what he's doing yet.
And like even like ideologically, he's still like figuring it out. Like you know, like when he goes off on Catwoman and she's like, "What are you talking about? Like
Yeah.
I'm doing what I have to survive, dude." Like
Yeah.
And then, you know, jumping to the end though, but like when the Riddler goon echoes like "I am vengeance" to him, and he realizes like, oh my god, like
Yeah.
I need to reevaluate how I'm going about this. And,
Yeah.
you know, become a symbol of hope, not fear.
Yeah.
And I love that. I do. I like that we're watching his character develop in real time.
Yeah.
It's just great. It is.
Plot-wise, this deals with the Riddler, who is launching a weird social media campaign.
I love it.
To expose the corruption in Gotham City. And yeah, this has far-reaching implications involving the mafia, headed by Carmine Falcone, played by John Turturro.
I have one gripe. He is Italian. It's Carmine Falcone. It's Falcone.
Yeah, but a lot of Italian Americans don't use the
do
last vowel.
Oh, see, that's the problem I'm having with a lot of Batman media, especially like if you look at it, it's Falcone until we get to more modern Batman, and then it switches to Falcone, which I don't know why. I don't know why. That is my one gripe. And that is just me personally. I don't care how anyone else pronounces it. It is me personally that I don't. Also, what his name is John Turturro.
John Turturro, yeah.
I could not take him seriously in this. I think he did a good job.
I thought he was proper scary. I didn't think he's doing Noah Cross from Chinatown, but I don't think he reaches that level. But I still think he's damn good.
I think he's uncomfortable, and that's what I wanted him to be. Make me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I do understand because there's that moment where Selena sees him in 44 Below, and it's weird. I understand why Batman's like, are you sleeping with him?
Yeah.
Because it's weird.
Yeah.
And does everyone know before watching this that was her father? I know you do.
No.
Yeah, that's from the sequel to The Long Halloween, Dark Victory.
Oh.
Yeah.
And Catwoman When in Rome.
Okay.
Yeah, this draws a decent amount from Long Halloween.
And that was going to be my question, is because I could see a lot of influence and similarities to the Long Halloween, so I wasn't sure if it had brought influences from that comic book.
And Batman Year One, it's like a love letter to them.
Ego by Darwin Cook, which I highly recommend. Darwin Cook is a crazy artist. Was a crazy artist. Unfortunately, he passed at pretty young, but yeah, great work. Check it out.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Joe. Where were you going with Carmine Falcone?
Oh, I was just saying, the web of corruption that the Riddler is vowing to uncover involves Carmine Falcone and Bruce Wayne's father.
I was going to say Thomas Wayne.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when they're like when the Riddler is exposing Thomas Wayne, and he's like going through everything, and he's talking about how Martha was actually insane, and how Thomas Wayne was just trying to cover it up from a reporter. I was like, there's nothing illegal about that. And then it was like, then the next sentence was, and then he hired Carmine Falcone to kill somebody. I was like, oh, okay, that's the illegal part.
But you
No, but they didn't say that. It's hyperbole. But
well,
but
I don't mean to cut. I'm sorry. Keep going.
No, go ahead. Yeah.
One of my biggest problems with like the Joker movie is Thomas Wayne was evil in that, and I was like, no. He made mistakes because he's human, but no. Yeah. He saved a mobster's life who, if he had let him die, things probably would have been better off, but he still saved him. Mm-hmm. He's not an evil man.
Yeah, I like...
And this movie, I think, doesn't portray him as
no, but that was one of
portrays him as foolish.
Yeah.
Making a deal with a guy he shouldn't have.
And he learns his lesson. Yeah. Unfortunately, with his life, but he does.
I do like that it's still ambiguous as to whether or not it was Falcone, because I think that's I think that's good. I think it's good to have that there. Just like, we don't know.
Well, I mean, especially with the tone of this movie, because I feel like it would have been a little. What's the word I'm looking for? Like, being fed an ending that really probably wouldn't have needed to be fed. I like ambiguous endings when it suits the tone of the movie.
Yeah, and it should be ambiguous.
Yeah.
Gotham is nothing if not messy.
Yes.
You know, it will always be messy.
Can we talk about my favorite guy?
Sure.
The one true constant, Lieutenant Jim Gordon.
He's incredible.
Jeffrey Wright rocks so hard in
does.
this role.
Oh my
Yeah.
He's so unashamed in how much he loves it. Like,
Yeah.
he keeps doing interviews where he's like, I think Jim Gordon's son should be the villain in Batman 2. I think it should be him. And it's like, what are you talking about? Like,
I love him. He's incredible, though. Because I did write down some notes and like specific scenes that stood out to me. I love that entire Penguin sequence, like start to finish, where yes, has that beautiful car chase. And it's incredible, and I love him like screaming at his mirror, like "I got you," and then
You psycho!
Batmobile. Yeah, you psycho. Because
the scariest Batmobile of all time.
which is so beautiful, but also, I'd die if I saw that coming for me. 100%.
Yeah.
There were flames coming out of every part. Of this
You know what
vehicle.
was cool about it was it looked like a regular car. Like it looked like a car you could drive, but a car you would never drive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just like a weird muscle car that he's gone,
Yeah.
that he's customized.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the
Yeah,
most
somehow was able to put
like,
a rocket on the end of it.
unhinged way. He's customized in the most unhinged way. Because there are flames coming out of everywhere on this car. But I love the design, especially coming out of like the not Tumblr, but Tumblr era of Batman, where that's literally the name of the Batmobile.
Yeah,
it's a
it is.
tank. We go from that to this, and I like this so much more.
Yeah, I mentioned it in the Dark Knight episode.
Yeah.
We're recording this episode, so months ago for you guys. Yeah, I'm not huge on the Tumblr. I like the motorcycle that comes out of it. I think that's amazing.
Yeah.
But the Batmobile itself in those movies, I'm like, it's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot when I was 11,
Yeah.
but now I have different tastes.
It's very of its time.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas this is just like a crazy thing, and I
And I
adore
think
it.
this would fit no matter where you placed it, because I'm thinking of my favorite Batmobiles, and my favorite one is the animated series one. I love it. It's so absurd, and I love it. And it was one of my very first toys. There wasn't wireless remote control cars then, so it was a wired Batmobile with a little remote control. And it's reminiscent of that, but I like Simona's point. What I love so much about this movie is it's grounded in reality.
Yeah.
And I love that. But back to the Penguin, I love Jim Gordon, that entire sequence where he's screaming at him. I love it, where he's like showing him the photo and he's like, open your eyes. Yeah, I love that so much.
Why are you showing me this?
I know.
But yeah, just their buddy cop dynamic is
Yeah.
so funny to me. Like they're doing patter at the Penguin. And
What does
Yeah.
he say to him? He's like, "What is this, good cop, bad cop, or something?"
Yeah,
like
that's
that?
exactly what he
I was like,
says.
that's pretty funny. I like that.
But yeah,
He's incredible as the Penguin. He really is.
I like that Gordon just calls Batman man all the time. He's
Yeah.
Man, I don't know about this. And it's like,
Gotta get out of here, man.
yeah.
I love it. It's so good. And I love the Penguin in that scene too, where he's intimidated and scared for his life, but also needs to snark back at them the
I
entire
like how he
time.
corrects the Spanish.
Well, exactly. I
Yeah.
love that.
It's about
so
the
much.
worst Spanish I've heard in my life.
No habla español.
Colin Farrell is such a good Penguin. He's
He
so
is.
funny. I cannot wait to watch the show.
So the show is very Long Halloween inspired because
I know Sophia's in it.
yeah, Sophia is
Yeah.
one of the main characters. My only gripe so far, I haven't finished it, but I was really enjoying it. It is not for the faint of heart. If you're okay with blood and violence, mazel tov. But you have to be okay with that.
Sign me up.
Yeah.
And my only gripe so far is like Sophia, the actress that is playing her, is stunning. She's beautiful. No matter where she goes, she will get noticed, and people. She's too beautiful. That was.
Sophia's not supposed to be beautiful.
You've read The Long Halloween.
Yeah,
She
I
was the
don't
really
remember.
big lady.
Oh, really?
She's just very scary looking.
Oh.
Yeah.
And the actress does a phenomenal job of making me scared of her.
Yeah.
But I don't find her scary.
I love Kristen Milioti. She's a great actress. But yeah, no, like I was a little disappointed when I saw she was cast. I was like, why wouldn't it be like somebody who's giant? Like
Yeah. Not like this very beautiful, petite, fairy looking
Yeah.
woman. That's not what I wanted. I wanted like a badass, muscly woman to play her.
I do have faith in her to still give a good performance. So.
She's terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Colin Farrell is in bizarre prosthetics in this that look so natural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I truly don't understand what they did.
Yeah. Agreed.
Well, I mean, I loved him in this. Like I loved the fact that he really like disappeared into his character.
Oh yeah, no one knew it was Colin Farrell.
No.
And I love that.
Yeah.
Like he's like kind of the comedic relief of the movie.
He
He's a funny guy, and the Penguin, he's not a villain most people take super seriously.
Yeah.
He's a weird gangster. That's his
He is. Yeah.
But like I do like that, like I don't know, he gives him some reality to him. Like, I love when Carmine's getting arrested, and he immediately is like, "This is my time to make a play," and he's like calling him a rat and trying to seize the power right now.
Yeah.
I like that he pulls the gun.
Yeah.
And then when Carmine gets shot, he's actually like, "It wasn't me. I didn't do it. I was just gonna pretend.
Yeah. I didn't shoot him.
I didn't actually shoot him. Like you pull out a gun, people are gonna jump on you. Like
Especially outside his own club.
Yeah, where there's like 500 police officers.
Yeah. I love that. I love that he was wearing the purple suit. It's just a really great scene because I love that. And Carmine's like, what does he say to him? He's not like a real gangster. He's just, he calls him a gimp in a cheap suit, right?
Yeah. Ooh.
So rough.
Because he's got the weird limp.
Yeah.
That makes him waddle.
Well, that's exactly,
Yeah.
I really like this penguin design. He looks like a real person. It's not like Danny DeVito has his place and definitely is an adorable and very unsettling penguin.
Yeah.
But like, this feels like a person you.
Yeah, I love the DeVito penguin. It has nothing to do with the comic book character.
No.
But yeah.
No, in the sewers with the penguin.
His penguin hands.
Yeah, they make him a mutant. And, like, it's so cool.
I love the scene with him and Catwoman, like when they're on the bed. It's so unsettling because he's like sniffing at her and just like, ugh, he has like his penguin hands.
Yeah, I love how he just eats fish all gross.
His outfit where he looks like one of those creepy baby dolls with the squishy insides. So he looks.
But you feel so bad because
Yeah.
he was abandoned and only the penguins took him in. It's really sad.
Yeah, the movie makes him the emotional center.
Yeah.
I love Batman Returns. What a bizarre film.
Yeah. We don't have time to watch all of them, but I wish we could. That'd be fun to compare this penguin with that one. But I really, Colin Farrell's is incredible. He does a really good job. Everyone in this movie, really, their performances are great.
Okay, let's talk about the centrals. Pattinson,
Zoe
Kravitz,
Kravitz.
and Dano.
Oh my God, she's incredible in this, and they have so much chemistry.
More.
Oh, me and Simona kind of had differing opinions.
No, like I didn't see the purpose of her being in the film.
Oh,
To be perfectly honest,
Really?
like she could have been replaced by any other character. Like,
I
mean-
her as presenting like a different worldview from
Yeah.
Bruce, and she's the first one to make him sort of contend with like has my wealth given me a different outlook.
yes.
like maybe had she been someone other than Catwoman, maybe it would have been different for me. But like when she's first introduced in the club, I thought, oh, okay, this is gonna be interesting. And then it kind of like whether she was in the scene or not, I didn't care too much. Like I did like her when she goes undercover, so she has the thing in her eye.
contacts.
Yeah. I liked that scene because from the moment she opens her and all you see are men, I was genuinely terrified for her. Even though I know she can hold her own, she is still very much a woman in a room full of very powerful men who have no qualms about doing what they want because they feel they're entitled to her by virtue of her being there. So that was a very frightening moment. Lou and I were talking about Bruce constantly talking to her while she's
hated that.
trying to be
Yeah.
I'm
undercover.
like, shut up, Batman.
well,
like-
I was screaming at the TV.
Like that part was like I was like, oh God. It's like I need you to focus. And I'm like, but if she looks at the guy, that's gonna draw their attention to her. It's like
I was saying to Joe before, it was like he's asking her questions and they're like he wants her to answer him and I'm like, it's gonna look
Yeah.
So
suspicious.
weird. Yeah.
While maddening, I do like it as just like Bruce cannot conceive of
Yeah.
like her daily reality.
Yeah,
Oh,
right,
yeah.
yeah, oh,
Like
yeah.
Yeah.
and that's really the major.
Well, she even calls him out on it.
Yeah.
She
She's
does.
like,
Yeah.
you
I don't know
know,
who you are, but you obviously grew up rich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
so, my thing with Catwoman, I like the concept of her in this movie. I feel like that I agree with you that she gives him a very different perspective, like from his life in comparison to her life. But I'm just not a fan of Zoe Kravitz. That's,
Oh,
yeah.
I thought
I love
she's
Zoe.
Yeah.
incredible
I'm
as
just
Selena.
Yeah, I thought she was
not-
outstanding.
Yeah, I'm just
And not just
Yeah.
because she's beautiful, but like.
No, she
I thought
really
she's-
she feels like Selena.
Yeah.
She does.
And it
like
could also
comic book
be
Selena.
right. I mean, it could also be too that I've never really read a Batman comic book before, or haven't been as huge of a fan as you are with
Yeah.
Batman. But I just like Julia Roberts. I just can't really get behind her, and I don't really know why.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
I liked this. I don't get me wrong. I liked Anne Hathaway's
Yeah.
in The
She's
Dark
not
Knight
Selena.
Rises, but like this just to me felt like kind of like what we're saying with the whole movie. Like it felt more grounded. Like yeah, she's still Catwoman. Like she holds her own. She kicks ass and everything like that. But she's not like this over the top. Her mask is more grounded. Her outfit's more grounded. Like she's a normal. She's a person. Like
Maybe
she's
'cause
not.
It's like Michelle Pfeiffer, being
Yeah, like
Catwoman was the
that's
first Catwoman.
that's-
I know that's over the top.
That makes sense, actually,
But,
why you wouldn't like this.
But it's like Michelle Pfeiffer. It's like she's beautiful, but she's bat crazy, and I'm like, I'm all
Yeah.
for that. It's like, but it's so it's over the top, and it's
Usually
like,
Catwoman's not insane.
No, she's not.
Yeah,
Not at
that
all.
was a Tim Burton original.
I know,
Yeah.
and I know she wasn't bitten by cats and became all cat like. It's just that maybe
Yeah.
that's my point of her. I just love that so much.
She's amazing. Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman
Yeah.
is amazing.
And then she's just like, I
love.
love the scene where she's like putting her outfit together, and all the cats are just gathering to her. Like, oh my god. So yeah.
I will say though that she did much better than Halle Berry did in the
Oh, that's an
the
abomination.
trash fire, garbage fire that is.
That's also I
Catwoman.
don't even necessarily know if it's like comic book related, but
Yeah.
But yeah, they gave her the year one haircut. And I was like,
they
that's
did.
cool.
Yeah, they really pulled a lot of inspiration from
Yeah.
that for her outfits and how she looks. But I thought she was incredible
Yeah.
in this. Her nails were so unsettling.
When she scratches Carmine.
Oh, yeah.
it was
Yeah.
Did anyone else think those nails are gonna break?
No,
Just me. Okay. it
no,
was
they
just
were
me.
dipped. They were dip nails, so there was like
so they're not
concrete.
gonna- okay.
Yeah.
She also drinks a lot of milk, so like they're strong.
Okay, yeah, that makes a lot of
Calcium.
sense. Did anyone talk about why the fridge is open and the milk could spoil?
What?
Isn't the fridge open?
She kept it open for like a minute.
No, I felt.
I did not notice that.
I did not notice that.
She wasn't like leaving the apartment.
I think
It's
we
just
were all
my brain.
distracted
Okay, fine, whatever.
elsewhere.
It's just me. It's just me. It's my
yeah.
brain. I thought the fridge door was open the entire. And I'm like, that milk is kind of spoiled. Like, aren't we concerned about stomach aches? Like, that's what I was thinking. So, that's my brain. So we'll just move on. Like, I was
Fridge
like,
open?
fridge door open.
It was open during a scene where she's just talking to Batman.
Yeah, and like
yeah.
she just leaves
And it's
it
open the whole time?
Yes.
The whole scene?
Yes.
It's not. The scene's not spectacularly long.
Interesting.
I don't even.
That is an interesting thing though. Like they just I wonder if like anybody thought about that. They just left the door open while the scene was going on.
It probably just worked better visually for the shot.
Oh yeah.
I imagine.
The extra light maybe?
Yeah, or just the break it up. You know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.